This morning, Palestinians are burying a teenager they say was killed to avenge the death of 3 Israeli teens. Early today, Israeli jets hit 15 targets on the Palestinian-controlled Gaza Strip. Alex Ortiz is in East Jerusalem, where the anger is escalating.
Overnight, Israeli jets pounded the Gaza Strip, targeting the militant Islamist group Hamas after 20 rockets were fired into southern Israel. One destroyed this Sodero family home. It's the latest escalation after a day of rage in the streets of East Jerusalem. Palestinian protesters threw rocks and Molotov cocktails at Israeli riot police, who fired tear gas and rubber bullets in return. The rioting was sparked by the killing of this Palestinian boy, 17-year-old Mohammed Abu Khudair, his body found burned in a nearby forest. Israeli police say they're still investigating the death, but Palestinians believe he was abducted in reprisal for the murder of 3 Israeli teens. Mohammed's uncle Saeed showed us where he was allegedly taken, outside his home. Mohammed's murder, he said, was the beginning of the Israeli revenge on the Palestinian people. And that's what these images from Israeli social media explicitly call for. Troops hold up signs demanding revenge. Here, a soldier's beret and dog tags next to a call for further airstrikes on Gaza. For CBS This Morning, Alex Ortiz, East Jerusalem.
Ben Wiedemann joins us now live from Jerusalem with more. So certainly rising tensions there. Ben, what is going on now?
Well, we're getting reports, Patricia, as many as 4 Israeli airstrikes on Gaza this evening. In the last few minutes, we're told that there are helicopters and planes over the skies of the Gaza Strip. There has been about 3 strikes in the Gaza City area, as well as another strike near the Jabalia refugee camp in the northern part of the Strip. This comes about an hour and a half after a missile made a direct hit on a house in Sderot, which is a town near the Gaza Strip. Apparently, the family was already in a bomb shelter, so no, there were no injuries, but the house was severely damaged, and the electricity in Sderot was completely cut off. So we have that rising tension down to the south. Here in Jerusalem, we saw all day long clashes in the Shafat neighborhood north of the city, a very middle class Palestinian neighborhood where this boy, Mohammed Abu Khudair, was reportedly abducted, and his body, of course, was found in a forest early this morning, so mutilated and burnt that he was almost beyond recognition. It was only through a DNA test that they were able to ascertain his identity. Now, there are clashes ongoing now in several parts of Jerusalem. We're getting reports of a series of encounters between Palestinian youth and Israeli military and police. So certainly it may be well past midnight here in Jerusalem, but the violence goes on. Patricia?
It certainly does, Ben. There's so much anger on both sides. How do you stem this cycle of violence?
I think a lot of people are asking that questions, but I don't see any proof anyone's come up with the answer. We've heard the United States calling for restraint from both sides, but it appears that the level of emotions following, of course, the discovery day before yesterday of the bodies of those 3 Israeli teenagers who were abducted in the West Bank on the 12th of June, and of course the discovery of this the Palestinian teenager's body outside of Jerusalem. It is not calming down in any sense of the word. So it's hard to say what can be done at this point to stop this spiral from going even further. Patricia?